Welcome back, everybody. Automotive Inc. Today we're working on a 2014 Ford Fiesta. Now, there's a ton of these out there. They're a great little eco car, but over time, the eco car made with eco parts, things just start looking kind of shabby. Now, before we get started on today's video, which is changing out these ugly windshield trim moldings that degrade over time and fall apart from sitting in the sun, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Helps my channel out. Thumbs up and notification bell. As you know, I'd have a ton of how-to videos out here. We have all kinds of different cars on here. We're not just brand new trucks and reviews. We do how-to videos. We've been doing this forever. This is kind of how I started out. So now these I will link on Amazon. These are about $40 depending on which one you want to go with. They're all about the same, and they're probably all about the same quality. Now these window trim moldings kind of go right here, and we'll walk over here to the passenger side, and we can see that this one has just degraded to the point that it pops off. So I'm going to show you how to remove these. They're just clipped in, and the reason why you'd want to put these in is, one, this kind of gives you a little bit of extra sealing power right here, also prevents wind noise. And it just looks much better than not having them. But if you don't, then you can just remove them and probably be done with it. But I'd encourage you, just in case they didn't get the windshield sealed as well as we hoped, these will help prevent any type of water intrusion. But if you just started looking at them ugly, then I suppose you could pop them out. And if you don't have the scratch to replace them, at this point you could just pull them out and get rid of them until you can get a new set. Now I've already pulled out this other side, and I'm going to show you what happens when those crack and start going away. Is this little trench fills up with dirt and debris and everything like that. Now what I will tell you is, it's all about surface prep. We can see we got some leaves in here, some dirt in here. This will eventually create rust. So we want to get that out of there before we put the new seal on there. And so we're going to take this out and get it sprayed off. But I will show you how to remove them. Again, I don't like using metallic things on here like screwdrivers and stuff, so I'm going to show you a kit that I will link on Amazon. They're cheap. They're body trim tools and body panel kit, and it's very cheap, and it's the best way to remove these panels without damaging the actual vehicle. So we're going to get this side cleaned up, and I'm going to show you how to take off the other side. Alright, so we got that one side cleaned up. That was full of leaves, gravel, debris. I mean, it took a while to get it all out. Now you can see the half of this is missing, guys. Well, there's these little clip holes. You can barely see them. That's what basically retains this rubber thing. So if this won't come up, which is pretty old, I'm expecting it's going to be old, you should be able to just pick it up and pop it up as you go down. Now the other one was a little bit more stuck in, and so again, I warn you not to use a metal utensil like that. I like to use this and go up this groove. It has a smaller edge on each side, and kind of work it up and out. And then it pulls across, pulls apart, and there is the last bottom connector piece. You can see these little tabs right here. You're not going to be able to really get in there and push these tabs back on this side. So the best bet is to try and peel it up, and then if for some reason it's stuck within the channel, be careful. This is a very light plastic channel. Try and pry it up if you can as you work your way up. Like I said, that one came apart in multiple pieces. So, and then if you are going to use a metal utensil, be very careful not to crack this channel, and also not to pry against the glass itself, because you could crack it depending on how hard you pry. But if you're going to use one of those, you're going to need a very small one. You can see that this thing is tiny, but I'd encourage you not to do that. Again, I will link these kits down below. They even have smaller ones and pointier ones and everything. But we can see right here, we still have a lot of mud and debris, so we're going to get all of this cleaned up, all of this out. And the assembly is going to be super easy, but we can see that when this rainwater runs down here, it's going to go outside the fender. So get this cleaned up. You can come over here and see how dirty that one was and how good we got it cleaned up. So again, it's all about surface prep, because if these channels crack or you don't get them cleaned out, it may prevent it from snapping down all the way. So we're going to get this other one cleaned up, and we'll come back and I will show you how easy they are to install. Now I'll say what is a win, guys, is when you buy a part off Amazon and you find out it's actually an OEM part, even though it's some off-brand name like blah 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 blah. So check this out. We got our handy dandy Ford trademark emblem with the trademark emblem on there. So this is gonna be our passenger side. Now look how just nice these are. And again, this is just gonna dress it up and help seal everything off. So I'm super tickled about that. All we gotta do is line up these tabs all the way down, we'll snap it in. All right, so we started at the bottom. It's always easiest to get this first one in. That one's actually a little rubber tab, that's nice. And then as we come down, you're just gonna line up this channel, and then you're gonna work it in as you go up. And again, if it's not going in easy, you probably don't have it aligned right, so just make sure that this little ribbing is going inside that thin little track. We'll give it a snap down, and what you can see down here, you can't see it as much as you go up, but see how that little flap right here, it's going to keep all of that random crap and debris out of there, and if it's raining, it's going to take this all the way up to the top of the channel and out the back. So this is a simple way, like I said, less than 50 bucks for you guys to not only dress up your Fiesta, if you have a Fusion or a Focus, very, very similar type trim piece. Just make sure when you look it up on the Zahn, you get the right piece. Now these pieces from Ford themselves were almost a couple $100. I don't think the value is worth that necessarily, especially on a car of this age, just the overall market value of it. But to find out that this exact one I will link below is actually a Ford part, pretty tickled about that. So again, guys, let me install the other one and we're going to show you what it looked like versus if you rewind the video, you'll see what it did look like. And there she is, ladies and gents. You can see how nice this turned out, how the product is nice, how it gives us back our sealing properties. And again, that extra rain flap here, super, super nice. As always, guys, I hope this helped. Make sure you subscribe so that way you can check out all the other videos that we're doing on this little car as we get it ready to put on the market. So appreciate you guys being here. Catch you on the next one.